Okay, David, this is called a flat four. I wasn't going to show you this, but I decided it might help you to understand the stopper sweeper role a little bit better. You can see here that we've got four defenders. We've got a central defender, another central defender, we've got a left fullback, and a right fullback. So I want to show you how the central defenders support each other and switch positions, because really this is what I'm looking for from a stopper. It's just configured a little bit differently. With the stopper sweeper, you guys are configured like this, right? So with the flat four, we're configured like this. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Okay, you can see the ball is passed to the outside wing, and immediately one of my central defenders came out and they played a supporting role. Here's Frankie, here's you or Smarin, one or the other, okay, playing a supporting role. Our other central defender and our left fullback have switched into the middle because this guy is not a threat right now. Okay, we're not worried about anything over on this side of the field. If this guy decided to go ahead and make that big switch all the way over here like this, we would have plenty of time to go over and play defense, but he didn't do that, okay? So I'm going to keep playing. He passes the ball back out into the middle. So what's going to happen is you're going to see the shift now. Okay, this defender, you know what, let me go back one frame. This defender is the closest to the ball. He's the most appropriate person to go and guard that. This defender cannot come out and guard, because if he came out, it would leave this guy wide open, okay? So what's going to happen is you're going to see one of our central defenders come out and pressure the ball. The other one is going to fall back in support. Bam, just like that, okay? You can see we've still got our shape. We're not in a flat four anymore, but that's because the play unfolded. So now that the ball's in the middle, this guy's actually going to want to creep in just a hairball. We'll keep playing. Okay, now the ball went all the way to the outside. They reset it because, let's say, our defense was too tough. We've now gotten back into our shape, and we're all towards the center of the field. I don't have any defenders way out here, okay, and I don't have this guy way out here. We're all staying compact in the center of the field, okay? So let's see what happens. Okay, the guy passes the ball. Okay, so now the ball is with their right wing. So now you can see what's going to happen here. Our left fullback is going to move out and play defense. This defender, one of our central defenders, is going to move out as a supporting role. Just like that. So now we've got this defender is supporting. This defender slips into the middle and adjusts because the ball's on that side of the field. And our right fullback also shifts more towards the middle. Again, this guy is not really a threat because he's on the opposite side of the field. If this guy were to try to pass the ball over there, one of two things is going to happen. Either Frankie is going to come out and intercept, or if it's a really good kick, this guy's going to receive the ball, but by the time he receives it, our defense is going to have time to get back there as well. So the ball went back into the middle, and you can see our closest defender, our central defender, comes out and pressures the ball. He's got one man at all times behind him supporting, and then we have our fullbacks on the outside. The reason they're in the middle is because we don't know which way the ball's going to go, and they cannot cheat out to the they can't cheat out to the middle because that's going to open up too much space. We can never leave the middle until the ball leaves the middle. So we're just going to hang out as a team until we see what unfolds. The ball goes out wide, so our fullback then leaves the middle to go put pressure. We've got another supporting defender, and the other two shift. Ball goes back out, we resume our starting position, and that's it. I'm going to play this one more time without pausing it so you can see what happens. Okay, everyone's in the middle. You can see how our central defenders support each other. Right? Okay, it's just like that. Now, right now, what you're seeing, again, is something like this. So in a case like this, what may happen is this guy may pass the ball over here. When he does, this person is going to come out and provide support. Now, one of you two is going to need to come out and provide support for this guy. Chances are, in this scenario, it would be you as a stopper. Okay, it still means the sweeper and our fullback are going to come in and play a supporting role. Okay, but let's say he resets this ball back. What will happen is you'll move back into the middle. Our fullback goes to the back again. I'm going to turn you around so that you look like you're facing the ball. Okay, now let's say the ball was played all the way down into space, and let's say you would start it out in this position here. The ball gets played into space. This guy runs down. This guy's going to come over, okay, to put pressure on the ball. Now, you're obviously not in a good position to go over there and support him, which means Smarin, in this case, our sweeper, would run over and support. You would come back here, and our other fullback would adjust. Now, as you're leaving this position out here and running back into the middle, you have got to call one of our other players from the midfield, and we're going to have some midfielders playing somewhere around here. You're going to have to call them, okay, to come and cover for you. So you're out here guarding. They're guarding this guy, and they're guarding this guy. But these guys are no threat to us right now when the ball is so far down, deep in the field. Whoops, why can't I spin him around? There we go. So as you leave, you're yelling at Noah or Spaghetti or somebody to leave this mark and to come back and support. So as you come back into the middle, they are going to fill in this gap in here so that if this guy gets the ball, we're now in a position, you pop back out and support, he'll go back out here, he'll go back out here, he'll come back in the middle. Hoping this makes sense to you. I don't know how to explain it any differently to you, but if you have any questions, just let me know. The other thing is that these are generalities. This is what you should do 99% of the time, but there's always rules and there's exceptions, and that's only going to come through game experience. And there's going to be times on the field where I go, no, David, don't do that. Why did you do this instead? And you're going to go, but coach, you told me. I understand I told you that. That's the generality, but there's always going to be exceptions. Typically, I want you to stay, for example, as a stopper or a central defender. Typically, I want you to stay in between these two red lines, okay? So you would be staying somewhere in here. I'm going to clear this out so that we can get back into our normal position. Flip this guy around. So typically, let's say a guy had a ball here and he passed it out wide, okay? Typically, I want my stoppers or my central defenders to stay somewhere out here and not get sucked too far out of that zone, because again, it creates too much space in the middle and a good team will punish us for that. I'm not saying there's never a time. If this guy got the ball all the way down in the corner right next to the field and this guy was playing tight on him, I mean tight, yeah, you're going to have to leave. You've got to be close enough to provide support, because if you're standing back here and this guy is really good, sorry, the white guy's really good, and he jukes the guy, he dribbles around and he gets past, and this guy dove in. He dove in to try to steal the ball, and now this guy's passed, and you're staying so far back, this guy's going to be able to make a cross before you can do anything about it. Okay? That's why you have got to be in a position when you're playing a supporting role to be close enough that if this guy gets burned, you're close enough to step in right away and play defense. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense.